Hello students. In our previous session we have discussed about the heating effect of electric current, and in today's session we will discuss the magnetic effect of electric current. So before starting, discuss about the let's recapitulate about the magnet that we have learned in your class 6th. Magnet are the substances that attract the iron object toward itself. Magnets, they are permanent as well as they are temporary magnets, and the magnets that we obtained naturally, they are known as a natural magnet, for example lodestone. And the property of the magnet is due to the presence of an iron ore that is known as magnetite Fe3O4 in it, and it is known as the attracting property of a magnet is known as a magnetism. Each magnet has two poles, that is north pole and south pole, and these poles always exist in pairs. A magnet is not only the thing that produces a magnetic field, but an electric current in a conductor also produces a magnetic field. And such type of magnets are known as electromagnets, and this was first observed in 1820 by the Danish scientist Hans Christian Ørsted. The magnetic effect of current can be very easily demonstrated by bringing a magnetic compass near a current carrying wire. Then the compass needles, it get deflected. It shows deflection, that the magnetic field is produced near the wire. So let's discuss how can we make a current carrying conductor as a magnet. Firstly, you have to set up a simple electric circuit using a 9 volt of batteries and place a compass needle above it. When the switch is off, when the circuit is incomplete and when the switch is off, we will notice that the needle of the compass placed above the wire or under the wire, it points toward the north-south direction. And when we close the circuit, when we switch on the circuit, then what will happen? The electric current passes through the wire and we observe the needle. When we observe the needle, the compass needle, it will deflect from its original north-south position. So the deflection of the compass needle shows that the current carrying wire placed above is behaving like a magnet and producing a magnetic field around it. And it was first observed by Hans Christian Ørsted, was a Danish physicist or Danish scientist. A straight wire carrying electric current, it produces a magnetic effect. And the deflection of compass needle shows that the current carrying wire behave like a magnet and produces a magnetic field around it. The current carrying wire, like other magnets, attract or repel other magnets such as compass needle. There is another activity 5. So to perform this activity, you have to set up a simple electric circuit again and pass the wire through a cardboard. Pass a conducting wire through a cardboard, make a hole at its center and pass this wire perpendicularly from this. And you need iron filings, mean they are small or tiny pieces of the iron, and sprinkle them on the cardboard. Switch on the circuit. When the circuit is complete, then the current start flowing in the wire, and you have to gently tap the cardboard. We will observe that the iron filings, they get rearranged. They get arranged in concentric rings, or they are arranged in concentric circles. This shows that the current carrying wire can affect the iron filings. It produces magnetic field, and this magnetic field is easily seen with the help of iron filing. and while current is passing through the wire, the iron filing will get arranged in concentric circles, which suggesting that the field lines due to a current passing through a straight wire are circular. So we can say that it is possible to produce magnetism without using magnet. And a current carrying wire also act as a magnet. This wire act as a magnet and it produces magnetic effect just like a bar magnet. And we call this phenomena as the magnetic effect of the current. Now let's discuss about the electromagnet. You have already learned about the electromagnet in your class 6. When you insert a soft iron rod, this is a soft iron rod. When you insert a soft iron rod inside the insulated copper wire, you find that deflection of compass needle is even more than that of the coil alone. This is because when you place a soft iron rod inside, when you place an insulated copper wire over the soft iron rod, it becomes a magnet. The combination of coil and soft iron rod, it creates a stronger magnet than the coil alone. And this magnetism disappears when we switch off the electric current. So we can say that electromagnets are temporary magnets. And the magnet produced by passing an electric current through a coil of insulated wire wound around a soft iron rod is called electromagnet. Magnetism of electromagnet lasts only till the current passes through the coil. Now let's understand with the help of an activity. Wind an insulated copper wire around the iron nail so that it may form a coil like this. Now connect the free ends of the coil of wire to the two terminal of a battery through a switch. Now place some steel pins or paper pins near one end of the iron. Switch on the current. What will happen? Current start flowing in the circuit. You will find that steel pins cling to the tip of the nail. They get attracted toward the nail. Switch off the current, the steel pins fall from the iron nail. We will find out that an electromagnet is a temporary magnet and its magnetism lasts only till a current passes through its coil. Once the current stops, the iron core or a soft iron nail, it will loses its magnetism. So the strength of electromagnetic can be increased. It can be increased by increasing the number of turns in the coil. If we want to make it a strong electromagnet, then we have to increasing the number of turns in the coil and by increasing the current passing through the coil. For example, if we are using here 2 cells, instead of using 2 cells, if we use 4 cells, the more current will be start flowing in the circuit. The strength of the current will be strong and the more stronger will be the electromagnet. There are some advantages of electromagnets over permanent magnets. We know that electromagnets are temporary magnet and magnetism of electromagnet can be switched on or switched off as desired. And this is not possible with a permanent magnet. And an electromagnet can be made very strong by increasing the number of turns and the amount of current passing through the coil, whereas a permanent magnet cannot be made so strong. So these are the advantages of the electromagnets. And we uses many devices in our daily life that are based on magnetic effect of electric current. For example, electric bells are there, electric fans, mixer, washing machine, telephone, loudspeaker. They are the applications of the electromagnets. Cranes with strong electromagnets. You have generally seen that cranes with strong electromagnets. They are used to lift heavy loads like big machine, steel girder, and scrap iron object for loading and unloading purpose. Electromagnets are used to separate magnetic material like iron and steel object from a heap of junk metal scrap. And they are also used to cure certain ailments. For example, there is MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, and they are used in bells, telegraph, telephone instruments. And sometime when iron particle fallen, uh, when iron particle is fallen in our eyes, then the doctor remove the tiny iron particle from the eye with the help of electromagnets. And nowadays electromagnets are in very trends, but we are using from the very ancient time. Now let's discuss the electric bell. Electric bell, it works on the magnetic effect of current, and it has an electromagnet in it. An electric bell has a U-shaped electromagnet, a small iron bar called armature that is held in front of the poles of electromagnet. The lower end of the armature is connected to a flat spring, and the spring is itself fixed to a metal bracket, and a metal gong is fixed near the hammer. The electromagnet is connected to a battery, a push button switch, and the armature in a circuit. Now let's discuss how does it work. This is the diagram of the electric bell. When you switch or when you press the switch, the electric current of the bell is completed. When we press the switch, the electric circuit of the bell is completed, and current passing through the coil of electromagnet, and it get magnetized. This coil, this current passing through this coil, and the soft iron bars, they get magnetized. The electromagnet, when they get magnetized, they become electromagnet and attract the armature. This is the soft iron armature. It get attract the armature toward itself. The hammer attached to the soft iron armature, it strike the gong and it produces a sound. And when the armature moves toward the magnet, when armature moves the magnet, then the contact screw, this is the spring, or this is the contact, this is contact screw, the its contact with the contact screw is broken, and due to this the electric circuit break and no current flows in the electromagnetic coil, and electromagnet loses its magnetism and the armature is no longer attracted by it. The spring bring back the armature to its original position, and the hammer moves away from the gong. As soon as the armature come back to its original position, it touches the contact screw. The circuit is completed again, and again current start flowing in the electromagnet coil. This process of make and break of electric circuit occurs when you press the switch, because we know that switch is a device that is used for making or breaking electric circuit. Thus the hammer strike the gong rapidly, producing the almost continuous sound, and we say that the bell is ringing. So it's all about the working of the electric bell. There is a home assignment for you. Find out the answer of part D of this chapter and write on your notebook. Thank you.